So Mark, what are we going to cook?
So first we've got beautiful Scottish salmon here,
Yeah.
par. What I've done is I've prepped it down. It's completely raw. I've left
When you say you prepped it down, you're taking the bones out,
yeah, the bones out, using the tweezer, taking it off the bone completely. Skin off as well.
Yeah.
I've left the bloodline on. Most restaurants should take it off, but I've left it on because I want the fat quantity on there. So what we do first is we take the blowtorch. The reason we blowtorch is to give it a bit of bitterness.
So this gives it a bit of bitterness?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see now the fat's starting to come out of the fish.
Sure.
I want that like rich in the dish.
Right. Where did you find this technique from? Is it something you developed yourself? Or?
From a Japanese friend of mine.
Japanese? Okay.
So what we've got now is the salmon. It just looks like it's been lightly cooked.
Yeah.
See that right then? It's all pretty simple really. We've got apple and radish here that's been blended together. We then squeeze out the moisture for a piece of cloth so it's dry. Then we rehydrate it or put the
So roughly how much apple to radish?
It's equal quantities.
Equal quantities?
Yeah, so
really?
I did 300 radish to 300 Granny Smith apple. The skin's still on there as well for the texture. We then take, it's 50 grams of mirin. Our mirin here we make ourselves. So we take rice wine vinegar, sake, boil them together.
Yeah.
Then we add equal quantities of sugar to it.
Yeah.
So we're in control of the sweetness that we use it.
Okay.
So that goes into there and then we just leave it to marinate.
Right.
So that's the dressing done.
So how long has that been marinating?
I did this morning, so about 3 hours.
Oh really?
Yeah.
As quick as that?
Yeah. In here,
Yeah.
we've got just daikon itself, or the radish, Japanese radish.
Yeah.
This has just been blanched in boiling water from cold, and left to steam in like out of the water, so it just dries out. Then we rehydrate it in the syrup from the apple radish mix.
Sure.
We've also got some cucumber in it that I've just dropped in it. I don't really want it to lose its bite, so I haven't blanched it, so you get a bit of crunch when you eat the dish.
All right.
I've also got here some salmon eggs, which I've just washed under water.
Yeah.
And I've put a tiny bit of Laurent-Perrier on top of them, just to give them a bit of freshness.
All right.
So they're not going to taste too fishy.
Right here.
So I've got, before I build the dish, can't really describe how it tastes, so I'll give you a little bit to try so you can understand it.
How many bottles of Laurent-Perrier did you guys do trying this out?
Just a couple of glasses, they're a bit tight here on it actually. So first we go down with the radish. So it's very simple, 1, 2. It's actually a really, really simple dish. Then the salmon.
Have you put this on the menu here, the Bingham?
We put it on as a sharing in between on the tasting menu.
Very nice.
People loved it.
Yeah.
So we are going to put it on the menu. But it's just waiting for the salmon to... The cucumber. Just simple marinated cucumber. A little bit more of this cheese as well, just like a little point at the top. Like that. Then I've got a tiny little bit of micro coriander.
Micro coriander.
Yeah.
Do you like using the micro herb?
I don't mind, I don't put them on everything, but I think if the dish needs them, I'll use them for salmon eggs. These are fantastic to give it a little bold and like salty burst. To finish it off, just a little bit again.
How's that going to go with the champagne, the fact you've got all that
I tried it with the Davide here, who's a restaurant manager.
Yeah.
And what we found was originally the champagne was, this is quite a sweet dish.
Yeah.
And the champagne sort of balanced beside it. So what we did is we got the mouli, the daikon, blanched it so it gives it a little bit of a bitterness. So it just lifts the dish up to go with the champagne.
Right.
You'll see when you taste them both together how... How much Laurent-Perrier do you drink a day?
I do like Laurent-Perrier, I must to say. It's one of those tastes that you get. Once you've been lucky enough to get used to it, you want to keep it there. Well, let's have a little taste before we...
Cheers.
God bless. Well done, Chef. Thank you.
Cheers. Make sure you get a bit of daikon as well.
Certainly does go, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that is a very nice combination. I was slightly worried when you were talking about how you marinated it and when you had the apple and the radish.
Yeah.
I thought it might overpower it, but that's absolutely delicious.